Have you ever watched a cooking competition show, saw a delicious dish, and thought to yourself, man, I really wish I could try that? Well, we're gonna make one of those dishes. On this episode of Recreated Kinda, where we take cooking competition show dishes and try to recreate it in our own home, not with a recipe, but rather by trying to develop our intuition, we're going to make a delicious dish from the Tournament of Champions All-Star Christmas, and it's actually one of the winning dishes by the one and only Brian Voltaggio, who finally won a cooking competition show. Shout out to you. He had to use pork rib roast, a smoke gun. He had to make it fancy in the style of black tie, and he had to use chocolate. Sounds pretty interesting. Let's make it happen. As you know, down in the description box below is the game plan. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is address the smoky component. So here I have wood chips, because your boy was not about to buy a smoking gun. About to buy a smoke gun. So this video on the internet basically suggested you dry, saute, sear, whatever the heck, cherry wood chips. I got cherry wood chips. And you wait until they get smoky. Now what we're going to do is kind of dangerous. So don't try this at home. And if you are, I'm not responsible for what?
You're aggressive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not responsible for anything. Be safe. So what we're going to do is light one of these on fire. We're going to put it back in here. And we're going to...
Is it catching fire?
No.
Use that one. Use that one.
Yeah. We're going to throw that in there.
Yeah, that's a little better, I think.
Yeah. So let's put it in there, actually.
In here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to put it in this pot. It died.
No, it's still on fire.
Great. What we're going to do is we're going to take this outside along with the pork. Once that catches enough fire, we're going to extinguish it by covering it with the lid, and then open it back up. And what do we do after we open it back up?
Put the pork in there.
Oh, put the pork in. Yeah. So come on. Fire, fire, fire. First and foremost, I feel very ridiculous doing this because what the heck? Also, FYI, I'm in shorts, and it's like 2 days before Christmas in Chicago, and that's crazy. Anywho, so what we're going to do is we're going to extinguish the flames. Look at it. Look at it. We're going to extinguish the flames by covering it with the lid. We're going to wait a second.
And then we're going to put the pork in.
And then we're going to open it up. Let that initial smoke go out because it might be a little bit too aggressive.
Very.
And then, very carefully, I'm going to take my cold pieces of pork. I'll put the text. Nikki, don't get that. It's ugly.
I'm sorry, it's in my eyes.
And then we'll just cover it.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, she's dying in that back. So we'll leave that in there for she looks really bad, guys. We'll leave that in there for about 6 to 8 minutes to smoke while we
Clean this up.
Clean this up, yeah. While the pork is smoking, we can actually get started on some of the other components to this specific dish. What I have here is bacon that I've cut. This is about half. It's not half a pound. I don't know how much it is. It's half of one of those things you get from Costco. I've got that in here with some water. I'm going to cover it to steam it so that the fat can render, and then we can crisp that up. So I've got that going here. This is going to be for the mushroom, which we're about to do. I don't know what I just finished telling you, so I'm just going to start talking. We're going to work on the mushroom. We're making like a mushroom Duxelle. And the mushrooms that I have here are two of the ones that he did use. So he used, and he being Brian, used oyster mushrooms as well as maitake, which have a very unique flavor. I'm sorry. Smell. And I also put some shiitake mushrooms in as well. We're going to pulse this up until it turns into little bits because a Duxelle is just basically minced mushrooms cooked down. We have our blitzed mushrooms, which I'm going to put in this saute pan. The bacon is also going to eventually come back into this situation because one of the components was smoky, and he added the bacon to add like a smoky layer to this Duxelle. So we're going to just add it in there. I'm not even worried about the oil because mushrooms have so much moisture that the water is going to be released, so we'll oil it a little bit later. This part is not attractive.
Exciting.
Yeah, or exciting. This is actually going to take a while to get to the point where we need it to be. In the meantime, we'll eventually prep the pork. But for this specific thing, I'm going to add a shallot. So I need to cut that as well too.
You bought one?
Yep.
Oh.
So we're just going to cook this down. This is probably going to take a while. It looks like a lot of mushrooms, but you're going to be surprised how...
It's going to turn to nothing.
Yeah, or you might not be surprised because you actually know what you're doing in the kitchen. It's on high heat, and I'm going to give it a pinch of salt to help draw out the moisture. It's been about 10 minutes.
Ooh.
And hopefully the smoke flavor has penetrated. I'm going to set this on my deck. Don't judge me. I'm going to clean that later.
Oh, okay.
Just going to take it out. Give it a whiff.
Ooh.
I mean, that smells smoky. It smells like
Pork?
raw pork and smoke flavor. So we're going to take it back inside so that we can season it. Oh, wow. It smells so good. Before we actually season the pork, this is what the mushrooms are looking like now. You can already see that it looks a little squishy, soggy. So mix the mix. I'm going to scrape the bottom so that nothing sticks. And then I'm also going to adjust the positioning because it seems like that's sticking there.
Do you need to add oil or not yet?
You know what? Actually, yeah. Now would be a good time to add oil. We like Graza, hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag maybe sponsored one day. That was some oil. I'll give it a mix. And then we're going to wait for it to...
Get a little more brown?
Get a little bit more brown, release more of the water before we add the shallots. Because I really do want to develop a nice flavor by ensuring that we're well...
Browning?
Yeah, she knows what
The mushrooms.
Yeah,
Great.
So pork,
Yes.
we're ready. So for this, what we're going to do is we're going to use some good old yellow mustard. You know, in the show... when Homegirl, I'll put her on screen, was describing it, she said, Dijon, marinated and spiced pork chops. But Dijon mustard doesn't look neon yellow. So what we're going to do is just use yellow mustard for this part. It acts as a tenderizer and also as...
A glue for the seasoning,
a
perhaps?
glue for the seasoning, yeah. I'm going to touch it with my hands.
Yum.
Yum, I love that. Oh, look. Delicious.
The wood pieces?
Yup. In an ideal world, if you have like gloves, we'll link below the ones that we use. We just ran out. So I'm going to give it a nice coating. And then the seasoning is actually going to be pretty straightforward. We are not going to use salt. We're going to use Lawry's seasoned salt. That
Nice.
was cool.
Nice.
Gosh, major aura. So now we're just going to season it. And because this is going to be the main...
Seasoning?
Yeah, we're going to be generous with this. And this is a very thick cut of
Yeah.
meat, so we can be generous. I have other seasonings, but you know what? Low-key, your boy's getting a little lazy, and I really want to wash my hands. So we're just going to rely...
Are you going to put paprika?
No.
I can add it for you.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Okay, just a wee bit.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah, fine.
Turn it over, Donnie.
Great.
Done.
Great.
Oh.
I'm going to wash my hands.
Yep.
And then we'll leave this here until we're ready, because what we're going to do first is finish the mushroom duxelle situation, because it involves phyllo dough. We want to get that done and out of the way before we start cooking our meat, which would be in about 45 minutes to an hour, which gives the salt some time to penetrate the meat, which is exactly what we want. All right, so I added about 5 garlic cloves to this bacon because it was looking done. Ooh, let me actually turn this up. So we're gonna give this a little bit of a mix.
Yummy.
It smells amazing.
It does.
We're gonna drain the fat because we don't want
Mix that garlic up.
we don't want the bacon fat in the Duxelle mixture because we're going to put it inside phyllo dough. On the show, he made like these cigars, and we didn't want to buy special equipment, so we just landed on phyllo dough like egg rolls. So
we gotta drain the fat.
yeah, because we don't want the inside to be too liquidy because then that obviously mess up the texture, which is why we're really trying to ensure that we dry out this mushroom Duxelle because we do not want excess moisture in our filling.
Yep.
Because then it's going to be soggy and not cute. Great. So we'll be right back because this is almost done. In here, we have our mushroom mixture. We got the bacon. We added a singular egg yolk. A mushroom Duxelle typically does not have dairy, to my understanding. However, when we were watching the video, the episode, when he was piping the mushroom Duxelle mixture into his like
Little
cigar, it looked a little bit creamy. So what we're going to do is add, not too much. We're gonna add about 1/3 a block of cream cheese. And you see this chocolate here because, again, that was one of the components they needed to use. This is 70% dark chocolate, so don't freak out. And I tasted the mushroom Duxelle. It needs a little bit of, what does it need?
Salt.
Salt. So we're going to add some salt. I was also doing some research on ChatGPT, which I've come to find out isn't always the most reliable. And it mentioned maybe cream cheese not being a good option. Maybe I should use mascarpone, which is a little bit thicker. But, you know, I wasn't going to get that. We already had cream cheese. So what we're going to do to compensate as well is add a little bit of breadcrumbs so that if there is extra moisture in this mixture,
It'll soak it up some.
it'll soak it up some so it doesn't affect the browning of the phyllo dough. Let's add this later, actually.
Yeah.
Did I add salt?
Yes, plenty.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to blitz this up and then we'll give it a taste. Did you see it?
I did.
Looks nasty as hell.
No, Giovanni.
It looks like dog food from a can, you know?
Oh, true.
That soft dog food.
Yeah.
It's creamy.
Okay.
It's good.
But?
The chocolate is adding bitterness. So we need to combat that.
A little honey.
A little bit of honey. Maybe a splash of vinegar. Just a splash of white wine vinegar. Ooh. Better idea. White balsamic reduction. Because it's sweet.
Yeah.
So then no vinegar.
Okay.
A little bit more of salt. That much?
Yeah.
A little bit more of salt.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'll stop. That's where I'll stop. And then the breadcrumbs we can add now. Just a little bit, yeah. Because it's not too...
It's not too wet.
It's not too wet. So I'll probably do... was that like a tablespoon?
Yeah.
Maybe like that much.
Yeah.
Not even. Just like a heaping tablespoon. Perhaps. Another pulse. I think it could use more sweet. So a little bit more of the reduction.
It is good.
Yep. Agreed? Do you taste that bitterness?
No.
Let it linger. It's at the end.
Okay.
So a
Okay.
pinch more of this.
Sure.
And then a tad more of this. Or should I just straight up do like honey because that's probably going to be a little bit sweeter? Nah. Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
You're honey, I'm
Wasabi.
On shoot.
Okay.
First winner.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You are.
No. You have
I won. Yeah.
So we'll do honey.
Okay.
One little swirl.
Yeah.
Like
That much.
That was 2 swirls.
Yep.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Honestly, yeah. Oh, it's right here. We'll give it another blitz, and then I think it's fine after that. We are going to start this whole mushroom cigar, this cigar situation. So we're doing phyllo dough. He used something called brick dough, which is not technically the same thing, but this is a good substitute because I didn't want to figure out either how to find brick dough because I've never seen that, and I didn't want to deal with making it because I did see how to make it, and it's basically like a crepe. I didn't want to do all that work. So what we're going to do is use phyllo dough, as I mentioned. Never worked with it before, so I do know we need to work quickly so that it doesn't dry out. So I've got 2 layers of phyllo dough down. I'm going to butter this layer entirely. Yep, thanks. We are going to fold it this way. Ooh, the hot dog way. That's what it's called. We're going to butter this again. The reason why we did 2 layers instead of 1 is because these are very, very thin, and I wanted to give us some wiggle room because these are so delicate. They're so delicate. It's already like tearing in some spots. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half. Don't worry about my countertop surface. It's clean.
I don't think they were concerned about the cleanliness. Perhaps you cutting on there is crazy. That'll work.
Great. And then we're going to take
some of the
filling, and we're going to put it...
Yeah, make it cute at the very least.
Long ways, yeah.
I think you need more.
I
don't want it thin.
Overstuff it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're also going to need to fold the sides in.
True. Okay, fine.
Okay, so I think that's good. So we will fold the sides in. And then we will tuck this.
Tuck it.
And then
butter that.
We'll butter this. Ooh. And then I'm going to try my best to like really tighten this tuck. And then I will roll it.
Yum.
Low key.
She's fire.
Hella excited. Fantastic. Yeah. And then we'll put it on this rack. And then we'll do one more. Off camera. Bye. We're almost there, y'all. I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees because we're going to sear and then we're going to finish cooking in the oven. While that's happening, we're going to put our cigars, we're doing egg rolls, into this oven, which is also at 400 degrees, and it should take about that time. We're going to oil it with avocado oil, which is a better oil instead of olive oil because it has a higher smoke point. And then we're just gonna give it a nice sear. We're gonna start on this fat side.
Oh.
We'll let that go for about 2 minutes on that side, and then we'll do 2 to 3 minutes on each side. We'll come back when we're ready to put it in the oven.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I don't think I got a great sear on it. This is my first time really cooking with these thick kind of chops, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I've just seared them all around, and like I said, the oven is preheated at 400 degrees. We're gonna leave it in there for about 10-ish minutes or so. It's currently reading internal temperature 70, high 70s, and we're looking for an internal temperature around 135. We'll take it out and it'll reach the temperature that we want.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the oven didn't make that noise.
No, it's not.
Bye. What we'll also do on this side is I put it on a 10-minute timer. It's already preheated also to 400 degrees, assuming that's correct. Oh, the one thing I forgot to mention is that I did butter it. You can't tell, but because the butter kind of solidified, but I for sure did 2 layers of that. So we're just gonna plop that in there. 10 minutes and oh, we need to do pork sauce. We're gonna do pork sauce next. 2 things. The sauce footage was way too long, so we decided not to include it in the final product of this video. My past self did a really good job at describing what we did anyway, so just use that. What I will say is the original plan was to create 2 sauces because in the show, I'll show you a little still image here. There was 2 sauces. The only thing we had going for us, according to the show, was one or both of the sauces had Dijon, soy, and chocolate, so that's all we had. We originally were going to make the 2, by making one and then making one lighter than the other. But that turned out to be a little bit more of a challenge than we anticipated. So, hence this. The second thing, we did saute some spinach with some garlic and salt, and that was honestly not a big deal. That was actually pretty easy, but we're not going to show you because that was too simple. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Welcome.
Now we're gonna plate.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been since we were recording. For you, it's just like a quick second. This sauce was, I don't want to say a nightmare because it was a nightmare. I would say it was a challenge. We actually veered completely off of what we saw happening. We did include the Dijon. We did include the dark chocolate and
The soy sauce.
the soy sauce. I don't know if we caught on video of splitting it in half. We were going to add like heavy cream and
Cream cheese.
which we did, and then we just kept tweaking with it. We added way more seasoning. What else did we add?
Sesame oil.
We added a ton of sesame oil,
A little bit of nutmeg.
a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon, just enough to notice it because the bitter chocolate kind of left the palate, or the way that it felt on the palate, like empty. I don't know how else to describe it. So all that stuff really worked. Is it what Brian Voltaggio did? No. Are we going to go with it? Yes, because it's good. So what we're going to do is lay our sauce down.
Okay,
That's not bad.
that's fine.
More? No, because we're going to add
No.
some on top.
Yeah.
Great. We're going to add our sauteed spinach,
Spinach.
garlicky spinach, just like bloop, right in the middle. That's good. Mm-hmm. We're going to add, which one's the nice one? This one? Mm-hmm. We're going to add carefully this mushroom duxelle.
We should have added this first because that's flaky.
We're going to add our pork first, which
Yeah.
we've chopped up nicely.
Yep.
And then we're going to add this.
Cute.
And then we'll sauce
And then add the microwave.
the pork, just the pork.
Yeah.
Just like a little extra, little, just
Let it come down just a little bit.
let it just drip.
There we go.
And then I've got a combination of very small leaves of spinach and microgreens
Right in the middle.
that we're going to,
No, in the middle.
I'm sorry.
Right there. Stop playing with them.
I'm sorry.
There.
Wait. Let me just, I should have gotten the tweezers.
That's all right.
That looks good.
Good enough.
That looks better.
Yeah.
Now we can taste it. That's a big piece.
Well, you should get a better knife, Loki.
I should have, yeah. Whatever. I'm just, whatever. What am I kidding? Who am I kidding?
Big bite.
Hold on. Too big bite. Hold on. Hold on.
Save me some spinach.
I think that changes things.
That's fire.
Are you recording?
Oh, yeah. The whole thing.
This is so good. 7.
7?
No. I was going to say 7.5, but that's still a little bit too low.
That's too low, yeah.
I think this is a solid 8. I'm going to tell you why I'm a little bit about this. The pork, I think, is delicious. The smoke flavor actually does come through. It is subtle, so if you're not paying attention, you might actually miss it. But it is for sure there, which is amazing. I would maybe pick a smaller piece of pork off the bone just to make it easier to cook for myself next time. This thing right here, freaking delicious. This
It
whole
is.
mushroom duxelle thing, I would 100% recommend you make it the way that I did. The only thing I would get rid of is the chocolate because that flavor doesn't really come through here. If you want to do it in the phyllo dough, highly recommend. You could do it in this egg roll shape. You can do it in triangles, Or you could even do like a lumpia wrapper, dumpling wrapper, wonton wrapper situation. The recommendation I have is to keep it skinny because it would eat better if it was a little bit thinner. The chocolate sauce is my big question mark. I was a little bit unsure about it because tasting it by itself, yes, it was better than it originally was. Tasting it with the pork was
Just okay still.
just okay. The spinach and garlic mixture actually made a really huge difference because the garlicky sauteed spinach actually made up for what that sauce was lacking. So I guess because the what is it called? It is greater than the sum of its parts. So even though the sauce is low key mid, and yeah, so even though the sauce is low key mid, the sauteed garlic spinach elevates it and makes this an 8.
Great.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this episode of Recreated Kanda. I hope you've been inspired to get into the kitchen and cook, not with a recipe, but
With intuition.
intuition. Shout out to Brian Voltaggio. We love you. We'll give it another blitz and then I think it's fine after that.
Yeah.
Just stop. Stop. Cut.